The Destiny franchise allows players to experience a first-person MMORPG set in a mythic science fiction world. The player chooses a character out of 3 different classes to assume the role of a guardian. Titan, basically your walking fortress. Warlock, scholars and magicians. Hunters, your assassins and trackers. There are 2 modes of play, PvE, player versus environment, for discovery and exploration of worlds, 3-player strikes, and 6-player raids. PvP, player versus player, for 6v6 casual and 3v3 competitive playlists. Normal story missions are expanded on plot to extend the mythology. Essentially, this is a story about the epic battle between light and darkness. The game opens as a sequel to Destiny 1. The Traveler has arrived to Earth from outside our galaxy. When it first entered our solar system, it terraformed Venus and Mars, and also extended the human lifetime by 10-fold. So now a human can live up to 800 years. Because of this extended lifespan, technology and science entered into the Golden Age, where we are able to manage space travel and other technological marvels. However, the Traveler has an enemy that has chased it all over the universe, and when the darkness caught up to it, it caused the collapse. And to protect us, the Traveler created the Ghosts, to resurrect and empower a select few who would be known as Guardians. The result of the darkness's onslaught is one remaining safe city on Earth. With only one city left, we defend our solar system from the darkness. There is an ever-evolving experience with seasonal changes where the game has different focus and plot points, like acts of a play or a movie, that build on the grand story arc, providing variation for entertainment and continuity of gameplay. The game's current splash screen is in reference to Rasputin, the last remaining warmind from the Golden Age AI defense system. Rasputin is on Mars and is recluse and borderline paranoid, having recorded and experienced much of what happened during the collapse, and is worried for its own survival. As play continues, Rasputin comes back into light to help the Guardians when the darkness falls on the solar system again. Developed by Bungie, an American video game developer based in Bellevue, Washington, established in May 1991 by Alex Seropian, who was pursuing a mathematics degree at the University of Chicago, but he really wanted to do computer science, which was unavailable at the time. Bungie grew to 600 employees by 2019. Bungie started out with a game called Gnot, which was Pong spelled backwards, Marathon and Myth, until they were bought out by Microsoft, which under their banner produced Halo 1, 2, and 3. Since the Microsoft buyout, Bungie have focused exclusively on Destiny with Activision, but since have formed their own publishing company to have complete creative control, maintaining full rights to all assets. Destiny 1 was released in 2014 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, then upgraded to the PS4 and Xbox One at the end of its cycle. Destiny 2 was released in 2017 to run on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC, and has downloadable content that adds further campaigns and activities to the game. The mechanics of the game from title splash screen lead the player to selecting one of 3 characters that they can play. This typically gives the player an opportunity to play as all 3 classes on different loads. After selecting the character and the class, the character can then be customized accordingly. Each player has a ghost, which is an assistant to help guide you while you play. The ghost is your connection to the Traveler and allows you to revive time and time again. It also speaks to you and generally does most of the communicating for your character during the gameplay. To transport your player quickly over land, your character rides a Sparrow, a type of land speeder that is automatically generated by your ghost. Also, to travel across the solar system, you have a ship that makes light seconds pass in minutes. The Director is a map and mission selection screen that displays the planets and moons of the solar system that can be traveled to based on the missions or challenges, raids or assignments. Character modification can extend from weapons to armor as well as special ability called a super. The main screen shows the overall power level indicating the total value of arms and weaponry, which determines your damage output and defense. The character can be broken down into even more statistics such as mobility, resilience, recovery, discipline, intellect, and strength. There are 5 tiers of gear: common, uncommon, legendary, and exotic. Customizations is extremely detailed, incorporating various themes and styling for each piece, and extends to your transports and ghosts. There is a limitation as to how much gear a player must choose from, and as more gear is collected, some older, less effective gear needs to be offloaded. The game interprets all of these parameters in real time based on the enemies and opponents, while the battle is in progress. Over time, players collect artifacts that power up and amplify their abilities on a never-ending upscale process that rewards players that put in the time and search for these bonuses. The original score, when creating the music, the composers wanted to capture the somber spirit of a civilization confronting an immense tragedy, and also to inspire bravery in the hearts of our heroes as they stand together and fight to reclaim all that they hold dear. Destiny 2 was nominated for and won various awards such as the Game Awards 2017 and the Game Critics Award. Upon release, Destiny 2 received generally favorable reviews from critics. The game was praised for its many improvements over its predecessor, has a more robust story and an actual fleshed out villain. Gameplay for the most part was highly praised.